Welcome back to the Successful Black Love Podcast. I'm your host, Black Love, but as my brothers have coined the term Dr. Love for me, I have adopted it. So you will be hearing me now from now on call myself Dr. Love. So so yeah, that's what's going on with with me tonight. Just you're just gonna be hearing great content. We're gonna have a great conversation. I have my brother, Demarcus Brewster Pharaoh, as we love to call him Pharaoh 33. What's up, my brother?
Man, I'm good, man. Thank you so much for bringing me on your podcast, y'all. Look, this is my first time coming on Dr. Love podcast, man. A little bit about me, man. It's like, first of all, it's an honor to be here, bro. Thank you for thinking enough of me to bring me on your podcast, man, to speak on what's going on in black culture. But before we get into this conversation, right, I'm a podcast on myself, Seeking Knowledge Podcast. You can check that out. It's on Spotify and Mutated. I got a children's book titled. You can find the first two books, From the Hood to the Church and From the Hood to the Church Ain't Tell. You can find them on Amazon. Then I got a children's book titled Dad, Where's My Fish? You can find that at my Barnes and Noble. I said at my store. You can find it on Barnes and Noble. I also got another children's book titled Diamond and the Baby Husky. Shout out to my bro Devontae, Dr. Love, for bringing that book to life for me. You can find it on my Linktree account. I can send you my email, DeMarcusBrewer33 at yahoo.com. You reach out to me, I can send you my link. You want to get that book. Working on my fit book, which is done. Just gonna send the content to my man's Dr. Love. That's called From the Hood to the Church Part 2, Why I Chose Spirituality Over Religion. It's just an honor, man, just to be doing great things, man. Just to be melanated, man, because you know we get counted out the most just because, like, of our culture. But it's an honor just to be here, man. I'm grateful. I'm thankful to be here, man. Can you hear me?
Man, for sure, for sure. Man, I want to remind you that you actually were on my show once before.
Oh
Um,
yeah. Look,
yeah,
so
we did an episode. Getting to know Demarcus Brewster. Yeah,
look, I was high,
yeah,
so
but
now I'm sober now. Sober now.
yeah, but yeah, you everything that you said was spot on. We a shift in the atmosphere needs to happen in our culture. So much is going on. So much is continually going on in the culture, and we it's up to us to stand up and speak on certain topics that people are speaking on that's trending. You know, um, topics that we care about that we want to fight for. You know, um, but before we get into tonight's segments, I just want to congratulate you, my brother, once again on the marriage.
Appreciate it, man.
Man, I'm so proud of you. I'm so encouraged that I get to know such a great have such a great friend and a great brother. Man, you found a great partner, and I'm just so excited for you for this next chapter in your life. Man, congratulations. Salute to you, my brother.
Appreciate it, man. You get me out emotional, man. I'm about to shed a tear, man, cause same time, man. Like I said, I'm spiritual, but I don't follow the Bible no more. But it's one quote: "He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtain their favor." So it's been a blessing, man. It's an honor to have a real queen by my side, like support by my side, like who deal with me when I get emotional, who don't look at me like I'm a less of a man or weak when I express my emotions to her, like. And that's another thing when it comes to. I'm glad I said that. That's another thing when it comes to black culture or melanated cultures. Like they watch all these shows, loving hip hop, and whatever else they play on her, because I don't really watch that reality stuff, and it just make it seem like a melanated brother can't cry, like he can't have emotion. They always got to be tough all the time. No, that's wrong, man. See, if you like that all the time, trying to be tough all the time and not express your feelings, you're gonna have so much anger and stress built up. So the smallest thing is gonna tick you. You're gonna explode like a ticking time bomb, or you're gonna erupt like a volcano. So I'm thankful that my wife let me express my emotions to her without looking at me as less of a man or a weak man.
Man, bro, kudos to you. Um, yeah, you right. Like, and our culture and the black and melanated culture is always taught that men, especially black men, um, need to be have a certain hard exterior. Um, we can't be soft. Um, because now I'm a kind of play. I'm a kind of contradict myself a bit because it does come a time where you don't want to show a side of weakness when it comes to you know when you're a leader and um, people you might be out in the streets maybe promoting your business or whatever. It does come a time where you have to turn it on and off. So around certain people will try you, and you do. It comes a time where you have to be. I'm not gonna say hard, but have certain strength about you. Have street smarts and book smarts, and but you need to combine the two, and be able to not always be on go all the time, always be ready to fight or always be ready to cut somebody out because it's not always about that, you know. And we have to have a safe space somewhere where we can call peace, and that's our queens. You know, um, they're our safe space, and you know, if we don't have that, then we're kind of like spiraling out of control. We don't have the healthy medium. And so, yeah, it comes a time where you have to fight and you have to um, stand up for yourself. You don't want to be you don't want to be a pushover. Let me say that. But you also, when it comes to relationships, you don't always want to fight your partner. And I don't mean physically fight, but and you don't always want to be combative when it comes to arguments or conversations, because that could push the woman that you may love dearly. It can push them away, and that's something that we don't want to do as black men.
I agree. I agree with everything you just saying,
Go ahead,
man.
Pharaoh.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying you can go ahead.
Nah, it says we can reconnect. Y'all, we having a little technical difference, but you know they always hating on the two kings, man. And shout out to my bro James, man. He the third king that check out our podcast, 360 Circle of Kings, man. We doing our thing, man. Like we put a start back dropping gems, but like Dr. Love said, you gotta have balance. You gotta know when to put the emotions to the side and lead like a man, and you gotta know when to put the when you gotta let your emotions, you gotta express your emotions, cause life is all about balance. And I think in our culture, most of us don't have balance. You got to be balanced in life. Like you got to, it's like the yin and the yang. You got to have like your energy. You got to just be balanced in life. Whether it's in a relationship, you work in a job, you just gotta stay balanced. Cause this was like the strong. What's the energy say? It's the masculine and the feminine energy. Like you gotta have that, man. Everybody think, like I said, men shouldn't express their emotions, especially in our culture, because we was taught, we was raised, number one, number two, and number three, we was raised to be tough. Oh, your daddy was tough. Your uncle was tough. So they just automatically think we got to be tough. No, express your feelings. If you married, you date, express your feelings. If you on a job, you're a CEO. And I know it might seem like we all over, but we not, because we just speaking on our culture, how they think that you can't express your feelings or something wrong, or a black woman or a melanated woman look at you as weak because you express your feelings. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. You ain't gotta be macho all the time. You need that balance. And another thing I would say that our culture lack, I'm just being real. It's just what I see. It's no unity. We need to be balanced. We need to be unified. We need to stick together, man. You look at all these other nations, other cultures, like they can come together, start business. They open nail shops together. The Chinese, the Asians, they open Chinaman joints, rice houses. Why can't we come together? We lack that because, to me, in our culture, whether you, and I just saying for me coming from the streets, I done seen people how they on the corner selling dope or weed or whatever. They in so much competition, trying to take all the sales, not sharing the sales. They taking all the sales. I'm not telling you to go out there and sell no dope or do this. I'm just giving an example of what I see in our culture. We are we're taught to be greedy instead of sharing. We're taught to we want it, we gotta have it all. No, it's enough out here. It's enough wealth out here for everybody, for our culture. All these ideas that we have stored inside us, but you don't want to share them with your brother or your sister because you don't want them to blow up before you, or you don't want them to elevate before you. But at the end of the day, it's an acronym that I did on my podcast called HOPE. At the end of the day, we put to help other people elevate, and that's starting with our culture. If we can't get along with each other, how we gonna say we're gonna go out here and get along with everybody else? Like, it starts in our community. I'm thinking about Black Wall Street, man. Let's get back to Black Wall Street, man. Before it was even the Wall Street, it was the Black Wall Street. Let's get back to helping our community, man. Because when we come together as a community, you find unity in community. If we unify ourselves as a community, man, we can do amazing things. And I'm gonna go back a little even further because my podcast is called Seeking Knowledge, and I like speaking knowledge. I'm thinking about the Black Panthers when they first started. It wasn't about no game. The Black Panther was in the community. To be honest, I'm gonna be real with you. Do your research. Watch the movie. It was about helping the community, watching out for the community, giving them water, food, clothes, the things they need. But I believe when the feds or the police came in and one of them sold out because he wanted to push drugs, that's when everything started changing. And we need to go back to them days, man, when everybody in our culture got along, man. When we bonded, when we clicked, when we had fun, whether it was over a bottle of Gatorade or a piece of watermelon. Man, just we need to come together, man. Like, I have so much to share because when it comes to our culture, we don't stick together, man. It's like we're in competition with each other when we should be loving and embracing each other. Nah, I'm gonna share them anything you gotta share, Dr. Love, man. You know, I can just talk all day about this, man, because this is what I see.
Man, exactly. And you touched on this briefly on the 360 Circle of Kings, that episode we did last night. And then, like you said, shout out to our brother James, man, our third king. Um, yeah, we also have the 360 Circle of Kings. Check that out. We're gonna be dropping an episode real soon. Yeah, you're right. Back in like the 1920s and early 30s, man, it was unity. You know, we had businesses that were thriving. You can go to the grocery store and buy organic products. You know, vegetables and fruits from people of your own uh, of your own race. You know, the black community was strong, and then during the early '80s, that's when they um, dropped um, cocaine um, into the black community, and the drug game became potent. That's where the divide took place, and man, it's sad, but it's never too late for change. It's never too late for revelation and revolution. Um, we got to come together as a people. We got to change the narrative. You know, it's up to us to take a stand, and I'm all for black unity, for melanated men and women, kings and queens, to really rock together and not tear each other down. You know, and that's, I mean, like you mentioned about the reality shows, man, Love and Hip Hop, Basketball Wives, shows like that, they don't portray us in a positive light, and that's why other cultures don't respect us. Like um, Hispanics and Caucasians, like they can come together. They can they are they have community, but we don't. We're steady. It's black on black crime, and we're killing each other, robbing each other. Man, we got to do better. We
I agree
got to
with
do
that.
better. It comes a time when it gets old, and that time has been came and gone.
You know
But
what?
anything you want to say, Pharaoh?
Yes, it's a point you touch on. Like, I'm glad because look, that's what I was thinking. It's a point. That's why I say, y'all, I'm sober now. I don't drink or smoke anymore. Now my thoughts are spoken clearly. And you see, I'm not looking off of nothing. I'm not reading out of no teleprompter. Whatever you say, what they read on the news, this come out of me. It's straight conscious. Like love and hip hop, it teach people like it teach other culture just like we're angry all the time. Like we always argue. That's all these shows do. They always fight and they can't get along. So then you got couples that's together, but they sleeping around with the friend or the homeboy. So they think everybody in our culture is like that. We can't stand in a relationship. We always get divorced. We always fighting. We always angry. But no, that's what the TV perpetrated as some us as. But it's a lot of us out here, like for instance, me, Fair 33, Dr. Love, James. We are some positive brothers who came from the hood, who seen, probably seen stuff y'all see on TV. Killings, gunshots, hear gunshots. That need to change. That made us who we are. We don't, just because we came from that lifestyle or seen that lifestyle, we're not in that lifestyle anymore. So stop trying, like I said all the time, stop trying to live a TV life or be a studio gangster and just be yourself. Cause a lot of these shows y'all really follow, it's really make believe, it's made up. But back to the point, everybody that y'all see on these shows acting like that is not our culture. That is what they portray us as. Then you got some people that watching these shows and they doing exactly everything they doing in the show, and you wonder why people look at you like that. But deep down inside, man, that's not who you are. Be yourself, man. Be yourself. That's not who you are. Stop watching Love and Hip Hop and Basketball Wives and all these other shows and think that that's who you are. That's not you. 9 times out of 10, they put that on. That's show and tell. But just because you come from an environment doesn't mean you gotta act like the environment you came from. Me, I'm from East St. Louis, Illinois. Raised Brooklyn, Illinois. I'm in Texas now with my wife. But I don't act like that no more. Okay, that hood will come out of me if somebody respect my wife, but I'm not gonna get out there and, like they say, act your color. Oh, there you go, get acting color. I already get stereotype number one because I got tattoos and locks. But when they speak to me, I speak so well and I got knowledge. So don't put me in the category of everybody else. But like black or melanated culture, it's time to do something different. It's stop living off labels. Stop building off your past, your present, whatever you're going through. You can change what you're going through right now, and it all starts with your mindset. Just because your mom or your dad or whatever, they was a high school dropout, they ain't finished school. That ain't gotta be there for you. You can change that, man, when you change your
Mm.
mind. Like I know y'all might think we going all over the place, but this is what we experience in black melanated culture. They don't want to go to school just cause it's no two parent home, or they daddy sold drugs, or they daddy was gang related, or they daddy hit licks with the robbery. So they think that's what they gotta do. No, you can change that. Change your mindset. You don't gotta follow in the
Exactly.
footsteps of your family. Be different.
Right.
I ain't gonna even lie.
Hmm.
You wanna add something? Go ahead.
Yeah. I just this is probably gonna be a part two because I know you gotta get your son soon. But yeah, everything you said I agree with. Um, it comes a time when something happens um for you and not to you. It's time to stop making excuses. Sometimes things happen in your life where you go through a season of change, and it can either make you or break you. Allow it to make you into the person who you are. And I say that to say this. Um, a lot of times when it comes to jobs or businesses, when it comes to either working a job or starting a business, a lot of times melanated men, black men, make excuses of why they can't work or why they can't start a business, and they would rather run the streets or you know get involved in selling drugs because they think that's the only type of business, or maybe not selling drugs, but maybe stealing, robbing people. Maybe that's the type of lifestyle that they were used to. But you might be a product of your environment, but that doesn't mean that you have to stay in that environment. That don't mean you have to stay in that season. You can grow from seasons. Seasons come and change, but growth growth must happen. Growth must occur for you to step into the next chapter in your life.
Oh, I like that. Look, I love dropping. I love dropping them gems, but I love like I like how you said. You might be a product of your environment, but you're not a product of your environment. And I'm just gonna share my story. Look, like I said, I'm from East St. Louis, Illinois. I'm a two-time felon. Caught my first felon at the age of 18. I'm 38. That was 20 years ago. I don't dwell in my past no more. Even though I was a product of my environment, I'm not a product of my environment. I'm all people to bring out his fifth book. I got a wonderful podcast that me and my wife co-host. I'm about to drop my clothing line, Seeking Knowledge Where. Once I get work on some more other things. Like I said, I already got the designs and everything. Just because you're a product of your environment, not a product of your environment, you can always change. And sometimes change starts with your mind. Sometimes change, if it takes you to move away from your family, or if it takes for you to change your mindset or change your circle. Because like I said, I just made a post on Facebook. If your circle you're around is not causing you to win in a positive way, that's not your circle. I said something like that, but I heard ET saying something like, your circle should be elevating you, basically. Your circle should be helping you win and not helping you lose.
Hmm.
So if the circle around you is not pushing you to be better or positive, why are they around you? Like I said, you are not a product of your environment just because you are from the hood. You can always change. I did. It don't take no rocket science. Like a lot of
Yes,
people have
sir.
a mind. have that mindset. A lot of people have a mindset, oh, I'm a
Mm.
two-time felon. Oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. Why you can't do that? And that's wrong with our black culture. I mean, the culture, they think they past gonna hold can stop them from their future. No, it's not. You think a lot of people that's out there great? You think they ain't went through nothing in life? A lot of them fail. A lot of them still failing, but look, they not giving up. That's why I say just because you're a product of your environment, you're not a product of your
Absolutely.
environment.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree wholeheartedly. Man, we gotta come back for a part two because
Yeah, you,
these gems, man, we got so many of them. They ain't ready. They ain't ready. They ain't ready for the Kings. And I think for part two, all three of us need to get on here and shed light on our viewpoint.
look,
Yeah, for sure. Any final words you want to drop
I
to
just
on
want
the
to say,
audience?
I just want to say this, look, y'all, we're not downplaying our culture. We're not doing that. We just saying, as a black melanated culture, we can do better. If you got a wife and kids out there, especially if you got kids out there, or you got nieces and nephews to raise, we can do better. Like I said, just because you from an area doesn't mean you're a product of that environment or you're a product of that area. You can always change, even if you still in the area you from. Do something different. While everybody going right, you go left. Everybody want to go left and right. You go straight. You don't gotta follow the trend, create the trend, and that's what I want to leave you with. You don't have to follow the trend, create your own trend, but make sure the trend you created is positive, and you can pass it on to your kids. Which is about leaving a legacy.
For sure. Just want to say your change starts now. Start today, not next week, not tomorrow. Now, don't wait. Time is not guaranteed to no one. So that that business you want to start it now. That book you want to write, start it now.
Go.
That talk that you have build up deep down on the inside of you, start it now. You are a king. You are strong. You are a queen. You
Now
are
talk,
you are
talk,
you
talk,
are the
love.
heart. Keep fighting. Keep pushing because you're not what you used to be. You're not still a product of your environment. You're the catalyst of change. So we're gonna be back though. This is the Successful Black Love Podcast. Pharaoh, let them know where they can find you.
Oh man, you can find me everywhere: uptown, downtown, east side, west side, north side. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm not money man from Facebook. I just had to say that because I got a sense of humor. Now you can find me on Facebook as the Marcus Brewster. You can find me on the OWL app. Look, y'all, jump on the OWL app. Look, if y'all trying to level your networking game up, connect with like-minded people that who really want to push you and create that circle, jump on the OWL app. It's OWWLL. And once you download that app, put my referral code in, Bruce, and you get $10 credit to your account. And let's build that network, man. Because like all the greats say, like Dr. Love say, James say, Pharaoh 33 say, E.T. say, Nipsey said it, Jim Rome said it. You are the people you connect yourself with, you're gonna become just like them. So if you study how I'm a product of our environment mindset, you're gonna attract all people that have a poverty product of their environment mindset. So jump on the OWL app, man. But you can find me on I'm just really on Facebook for real. That's the only platform I've been using lately because like everything else, Instagram been giving me a problem. But you can find me on Facebook. It's the Marcus Brewster. But look, you trying to change some of your health? I'm with Herbalife. It's the number one nutritional wellness company in the world. You trying to clean your health up? Like, holler at me. Because the health is wealth. And I want to see y'all around to see your kids have kids. I want to see you around to play with your niece and nephews. Like, I ain't gonna even lie, I'm pushing 40. I'll be 40 in 2 more years. Look, I don't even look like it. Because health is wealth. I've been plant-based 5 years, man. Look, that's another thing. While we speaking on our culture, obesity is the number one thing in our culture. It's time to change that, man. Real talk.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm done, man. I know I done talked enough, man. I know
Definitely.
they probably tired of hearing me talk.
Yeah, man. You heard it here on Demarcus Booster, Pharaoh 33. I will be posting those links in the show notes. You all know you can find me underscore successful black love underscore on Instagram. Um, not on Facebook anymore. Uh, so
Fuck Facebook.
mess has been going on Facebook, so I'm not on Facebook anymore. But you can find me on everything else: TikTok, Author and Love Poet, Spotify, The Successful Black Love Podcast, YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube channel because those numbers, I've been paying attention to those numbers, and those numbers are going up. So I appreciate y'all for listening, for supporting the channel, for supporting the show. You guys are great. I love you all. And until next time, we are out.
Oh, I
Peace.
forgot to mention before you get up out of here, I do have a YouTube channel called Seeking Knowledge Podcast. If you subscribe to my channel, you'll hear a lot of my audios because my podcast audio, but I connected to my YouTube channel, so a lot of my Seeking Knowledge Podcast audio that I've been doing lately goes straight to my YouTube Seeking Knowledge Podcast channel. So subscribe to that, man. Like, and let's support each other, man. But that's all I gotta say, man. Appreciate you, Dr. Love, man, for everything you do for the black
Absolutely.
community, the black community, man. Like, you a good brother, man. Like, this is many nights, and I can share my emotions. I'm a man. It's been many nights, man, where I was going through it mentally. I called Dr. Love, man. He gave me the advice, told me to stay strong, man. So I appreciate all the calls and just all the advice you gave me, bro. And you know what's crazy? You never, it don't matter how old a young person is, you can always learn from them. Like I said, I'm 38, my man's what, 32, and
Yeah, just turned 32, September 11th.
9/11. But he inspired me just to continue to push and stay strong, man. So I appreciate you, man, from the bottom of my heart, bro. Real talk.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Man, well, that I appreciate the words of encouragement, um the love. I appreciate the love, man. You know, we brothers. We not blood brothers, we mud brothers.
Y'all about to bump
So
that dirt now. You know I'm
definitely gonna
gonna
be.
bump that little dirt when I go see my son and my wife.
Yeah, for sure.
I appreciate you,
Well,
man.
all right, man. I'm gonna let you go and get up out of here. I know you got some business to take care of. We gonna get back together shortly.
Definitely got to. Yeah, look, y'all, look, live, look. Before we get up out of here, I
Yeah.
know we can talk, but you know, I'm on season 21 of my podcast, and tonight I'm doing a finale with my wife and my brother, Dr. Love, right here, and we gonna speak on the pros of soul ties. So I don't want y'all to miss it. Once we drop this, I'm gonna upload it. So look out for that, man, because we coming from his point of view, my point of view, and my beautiful wife's point of view. But look, y'all, I'm out of here for real. Man. I can talk all day to y'all because I want y'all to be y'all best self, man. No matter what y'all going through, man. Y'all can change right now if you change your mindset. But I ain't got. I'm not saying nothing else.
Let's go and let's grow. All right, y'all. We out of here. Love y'all. Peace.
Peace. Living Jesse's love.
Well, all right, bro. I'm gonna let you go. I
All right,
ended the
bro, man.
session,
Appreciate it.
so
You know, stop the recording.
it's all good. Much love. Yeah. Uh huh.
Living. All right, bro, man. I'm out, man. You know I got.